Welcome to class. Let's take a comfortable seated position on our mats. Keep our back straight. Let's close our eyes here. Try and arrive at our mat. So take some nice breaths here. The theme for today's flow is change. In a very volatile world that we live in, if there is one thing that is constant, it's change. Maybe now is a moment that you can think about the change that you have gone through as an individual, as a body, as a soul. Let's take a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes slowly. And let's get into tabletop position. We're going to be doing a lot of arm balancing maybe today. So let's start by working our wrists. We do movements around your wrist. Feel that weight change around your wrists. Weight of your upper body. It doesn't have to be perfect circles or perfect repetitions on each side. Just feel how that weight feels on different parts of your wrist. Nice. Right, let's turn our fingers towards our knees. This is not a very comfortable position for everyone, so if you want to start slower, you can maybe keep it closer to your knees, and if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can move it up towards the top of the mat. Maybe up and down movements here. Feel that weight again move on your wrists. This is not a normal wrist position, so you might feel differences here. Change happening in your wrists. Good. All right. Let's try and open our hips here. Let's bring our hands back into tabletop. And let's lift our right knee towards the side of the mat. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's try to focus and keep the weight of the body on the center of the mat. It's okay to wobble. Good. Let's lift the left leg. Do the same thing with that. Lovely. Last rep. Good. Bring your right leg and frame it right next to your palms. You can keep your left knee down on the mat, or if you want to make it a little bit more challenging for yourself, lift the knee up, lizard pose. I'd like to move here rather than be static, but if you want to be static, that's perfectly all right with me. Let's take 5 breaths here. Good. Let's reach our right leg back to the mat, in plank. Reach our left leg and frame it by our hands. Move our body weight, or maybe static. Good. Last 2 breaths here. On the next inhale, Bring your right feet and frame it by your palms again and get into that deep squat position. Sit up straight. Malasana. Let's take 5 breaths here. Notice how the weight of your body has changed inside. Last 2 breaths. Good. Let's hold the front of our mats. Shuffle our legs so that it's more shoulder width. Keep our thighs parallel to the ground and lift our upper body up. Uttanasana. 5 breaths here. This is a power position. On our next exhale, let's take our first vinyasa. So let's reach down to the floor. Crown of the head towards the mat. Exhale. And reach back with your feet. Get into plank position. Chaturanga Danurasana on your exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Shift the weight of your body onto your sit bones. Point it up towards the sky. Feel that weight drop onto your shoulders. Adho Mukha Savasana. Let's take 3 more breaths here. On your next exhale, bring your left foot to the center of the mat. Reach with your right foot to the top of the mat. Frame it by your heel that is behind. Square your hips towards the front of the mat. Lift your upper body up. Virabhadrasana 1. Strong back leg. 3 more breaths here. Exhale, hands down. Maybe place your right elbow on your right leg. Open the left side of your body towards the sky and shift your weight above your head using your arm. Above your head, stare with your thumbs. Feel that left side of your body open. Breathe into it. 5 breaths here. Exhale. Let's take our next vinyasa. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Savasana. Last 3 breaths here. On your exhalation, bring your left foot to the center of the mat. No. Bring your right foot to the center of the mat. Sorry about that. Lead with your left foot to front. Square your hips towards the front of the mat. Virabhadrasana 1. Good. On your exhalation, bring your hands down. Place your left elbow on your left knee. Open up the right side of your body towards the sky. Feel the weight of your body shift through your arms above your head. Stare into your thumbs. Uditta Parva Shukranasana. Last 2 breaths here. Good. Bring your hands back up. Let's take our last vinyasa here. Leg back to the Chaturanga Dandasana. Udhva Mukha Savasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths here. On your last exhalation, bend your knees, look up towards the mat, hop or jump to the mat, straighten your spine, bring your crown of your head back to the ground. Now again, let's try keeping our thighs parallel to the mat and lift our torso up. Uttanasana, 5 breaths here. Let's shuffle our legs so that we are more towards the side of the mat. And let's squat down into that deep squat again. Balasana. 5 breaths here. Notice how your hips are really open now. Good. When you're ready, place your hands to the back of the mat, place your bum on the mat, and get into Shavasana. Let's keep our knees towards the sky. We're going to do a bridge pose here. So lift our torso towards up the sky. On our next in-breath, you can find the bind under your body. Last 2 breaths here. Good. Let's place our hands on the mat first. Bring our palms slowly to the ground. Alright, we're getting into peak pose. So let's bring our palms to our shoulders, right next to our ears. Make a firm palm down there. Use the weight of your arms to lift and place the crown of your head on the mat first. Now use your triceps and push yourself up to the sky. Strong legs. Bring your thighs next to each other. Imagine you're squeezing your brick in between your thighs. 3 more breaths here. Last breath. With the exhalation, bring the crown of your head down towards the mat and slowly place your spine back on the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Let's take one more bridge pose here. So torso towards up the sky. You can find that bind with your hands under your body, or you can place them on the ground as you wish. 3 more breaths here. Good. Let's place our bums back on the mat. Come back to Danurasana, seated position. Let's inhale, look up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands towards your legs, towards your feet. If you can't get hold of your feet, your shin is fine. But just find that forward fold in your body. See how things are changed in your body now. Can you compare it to the changes that have happened in your life, maybe? On our next exhalation, let's cross our legs, hands to the side of the mat. Jump or walk back to the, find your plank. Let's take our last vinyasa here, Chaturanga Dandasana. Last 5 breaths here. On your next inhalation, bend your knees, look up towards the mat, jump back into a seated position. Let's balance on our sit bones, lift our legs, and if we can, release our hands. Let's release them towards the sky. 5 breaths here, Navasana. One last shock to the core. Good. Let's come back into Shavasana. Corpse pose. Let's grab hold of our right thigh, right knee, bring it towards your chest. Use our left hand to direct our right knee towards the left side of your body and find that twist by looking towards the opposite side of the mat. 3 breaths here. Notice how the weight in your body has changed from the time you started. Let's get to the center of the mat again. Place our right foot down. Hug our left knee. Use our right palm to direct the left knee towards the ground. Look towards the opposite side. Find that supine twist. 3 breaths here. Good. Let's shift to the center of the mat again. Get back into corpse pose, Shavasana. This is everybody's favorite yoga pose. You don't have to flex a single muscle in your body. You just need to let it sink into the ground. Maybe now you can recall the changes that you have gone through in the last 20 to 30 minutes or so. Can you relate them to your life maybe? And even if you could, even if it's brought you good or bad, two things that are constant is change, and now it's you. I invite you to be in Shavasana as long as you want. Namaste.